To escape from jail worked for two local inmates, but it only bought them a few hours of freedom. Neighbors living near the Hays County Jail helped several agencies find James Moore and Francisco Medina, who escaped around 3 o'clock this morning. One of them in for sexually assaulting a child. KXAN's Chris Sadeghi has more on how the men escaped and how they were caught.
Two inmates had a well-planned escape from the Hays County Jail, which included going over a fence this high and climbing over 6 strands of barbed wire. But in the end, they ended up back where they started with a few more cuts and scrapes.
Less than a mile away from where Carolita Smith lives sits a spot where confined criminals live. And every now and then, that confinement is escaped.
It's happened before, and this is not the first time.
It's been since 1989, but on Wednesday morning, James Moore and Francisco Medina reported to kitchen duty around 3 a.m. and left unsupervised for just minutes, executed a premeditated escape at 3:01. But one thing they didn't plan on was a San Marcos police officer pulling up to book a prisoner at the exact same time.
He heard a loud noise and looked behind him and saw two inmates escaping from underneath a secured roll-up door. It had been pried.
The alarm was sounded, but the inmates still escaped over 3 fences like this, each with barbed wire over the top, and they made it into the nearby Blanco riverbed. Chief Deputy Sheriff Jeremy Page says those fences are quite a hurdle to clear.
Adrenaline is an amazing thing, and it helps you fight or it helps you flee.
When the men came out of the riverbed into Carolita's neighborhood, her son saw them and they asked him for help. But by that time, he knew what was happening and was armed with a pistol.
He did follow him over here, and he called the sheriff, from what I understand.
Within a few hours, Medina, jailed for sexual assault of a child, and Moore, in jail for aggravated assault, were back in jail. The safest place for them and everyone else like Carolita.
We're glad that it ended so soon.
And the sheriff's office will do their investigation on how this escape happened. That report will then be sent to the State Commission on Jail Standards. We're in San Marcos. Chris Sadeghi, KXAN, Austin News.